The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It was easily the most memorable post-game in the long and storied history of Michigan and Ohio State. It put an exclamation point on Michigan's season and in an odd way sort of propelled Ohio State in the same direction eventually.
I think this game last year was probably the most surprising game of the year for me, considering I thought Ohio State was going to go in and absolutely drub them. What I remember, David, they could never get the run game going. With Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, they still somehow only ran for 77 yards in that game, and obviously this was the game they used as a motivator for their playoff run.
A big motivator, but let's not forget about what we really remember about this game. Hands being thrown, flags being planted, coaches taunting other coaches. It was everything you love about college football. Just give me half of that in this football game.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown Wolverines! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice...
There he goes! Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing.
Into seam wide open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. On the ground, it's Haynes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's McCulley. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning on the Jets. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Man, a nice 2nd effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for room, it's Marshall. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun 1st half to boot. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger work out of it. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. There he goes! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Tate. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a first down from the offense.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Sayin. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now on second down for this offense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running to Green. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, it's out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got it behind the line. It's Graham. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. Tries to get it on the ground. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's McCulley. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give as they work on that clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, they knock him free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Great place to start for this offense.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumbled takeaway.
And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. Powers through. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new setup. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.